Hi and welcome to your Volkswagen ID.3 Family Pro Performance. To get the best experience from your new electric vehicle, here's a short 5-step guide to get you on your way. Your ID.3 Family Pro Performance comes with a real-world range of 215 miles, a battery size of 58 kilowatt hours, and a maximum DC rapid charge speed of 124 kilowatts. If storage is important to you, the ID.3 has a boot capacity of 385 litres and 1,267 litres with the rear seats flat. Every electric car is very different, and there's no exception with the Volkswagen ID.3. Let's get you round the basics and on the road. Accessing your ID.3 is effortless. Your pocket-sized key fob will allow you to access your ID.3 either remotely or keyless entry. Simply walking up to the car door will unlock it automatically as long as the key fob is on your person. Alternatively, you can just use the unlock and lock button on your key fob. In the cabin, it will feel very familiar. Before we get on to step 2, let's get you comfy in the cabin first. You can use this lever here to move the seat forward and backwards. On the side of your seat you have a lever to adjust the height of your chair and the wheel on the side to adjust your back support. Once you've reached your desired position in the seat, you can adjust your steering wheel. This can be done using the lever underneath the steering column, and you can move the steering wheel freely up, down, towards you or further away. To get the right temperature in the cabin, you can use the climate function here, which will give you full control on the screen to change your temperature. You can change your fan speed and your temperature using these haptic sliders. You can also switch on your heated steering wheel and also your heated front seats. Next, let's have a look at the controls behind the steering wheel. Before we talk about the left and right stalk, to the left of the steering column you can find your headlight, fog light and your front and rear heated windscreen settings. On your stalk on the left you have your controls for your main beam and your left and right indicator. On your stalk on the right you will have controls for your front and rear windscreen wipers. Let's have a look at your driver's display. Starting on the left you can see your cruise control and adaptive cruise settings. In the centre is your speedo, which in this case is 0 miles per hour. Under that you have your remaining range, which in this case is 217 miles. And then to the right hand side we have our satellite navigation. This will only appear if you're using the satellite navigation on the car or your CarPlay or Android Auto. And to the right of your driver's display you have your gear selector, but more on that later. Now you're familiar with the cabin, let's get you on to step 2. Let's show you how to start your Volkswagen ID.3 and get you on the road. With no power buttons in sight, starting your ID.3 is effortless. Just hit the brake pedal and your car will come to life. Both your infotainment screen and your driver's display will be ready to go in seconds. You're now ready to drive your car, so let's head over to step 3. Your Volkswagen ID.3 has an automatic transmission, so let's show you how to get into gear and get you on your way. Your gear selector is conveniently located by the driver's display, so no need to look down. On the gear selector you've got a choice of D for drive, B to add some regenerative braking, and R for reverse and N for neutral. On the top of the gear lever is the P for park. Selecting the reverse gear will automatically activate your rear camera. Whilst driving the car you may wish to use the cruise control function. This can be activated by hitting the cruise control button on the top right of the left pad on your steering wheel and then using the set button to activate. Use the plus and the minus to increase and decrease your speed. So let's have a look at step 4. We live a very connected lifestyle and we can do that in the car as well. So let's have a look at the Volkswagen ID.3's multimedia system. First of all, let's get your smartphone connected to the car. On your infotainment display on the right hand side you will have some tile buttons. Select those to bring up the options. We're going to now look at App Connect. In the App Connect option, in the bottom left corner you have settings. We're going to hit that cog and go into the settings menu. Please then select mobile devices. And then at the bottom of the screen the car will actively look for new devices. Please make sure on your smartphone you have Bluetooth switched on. On your smartphone you should see My Volkswagen followed by a 4-digit number available. Please select that and pair with the car. Make sure your passkey matches with the car. You will also be asked if you'd like the car to access your contacts, and then finally if you'd like to activate Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. You are now connected to the car and you can make audio calls, play music and use your Android Auto or Apple CarPlay functionality. Your Volkswagen ID.3 also has built-in navigation, which is great for route planning and also finding chargers and points of interest. Your ID.3 will also be able to work out if you need to stop to charge on your route and where to stop for your charge. While staying connected with the car, you can also charge your smartphone on this wireless charger pad. This can be found in between the front and passenger seat. And that completes step 4, and that ties us nicely into the final step, which is how to charge your car. So let's review the 3 different ways we can charge your Volkswagen ID.3. All the charging happens in one place, which is on the driver's side rear of the car. Unlocking the charge port can be done by unlocking the car. Press firmly on the charge door to open it. On opening you'll see the charge port. The visible top half is for your AC charging. Remove the bung at the bottom will allow you to plug in a DC rapid charger. Let's discuss your charging options. There are 3 ways you can charge your Volkswagen ID.3. The first is a domestic 3-pin Type 2 connector. This is the slowest option and will charge up to 2.5 kilowatts. This charging cable doesn't come with your subscription, but you can add it for a small charge. The more conventional way is a fast charge, using a Type 2 to Type 2 connector, which will charge up to 7 kilowatts on your Volkswagen ID.3. This cable comes as standard with your subscription. Your third and final option is a rapid DC charger. This uses a much larger connector than the 2 previously discussed. DC rapid chargers can normally be found alongside A and B roads and motorway services. Now we've discussed each of the 3 charger types, let's see how we plug them into your electric car. On your Volkswagen ID.3, to access the charge port, press firmly on the charger port door to open. You can plug in your Type 2 charging cable here, but don't forget to allow at least 30 seconds for your car to communicate with the charger. To monitor your charging, jump into your ID.3 and look at the infotainment screen. Starting on your left, you'll see how much time is remaining and what time it's due to finish. On the right hand side, you'll see what percentage you are currently on and how much remaining to charge. To finish your charge, you can either hit the stop charging button or you can simply lock and unlock the vehicle. At this point you'll also be able to unplug your charging cable. The fastest charging, which is DC rapid charging, can be done in the same way as AC charging. You will need to remove the protective bung at the bottom of the charging port to allow additional space for the much larger DC rapid charger connector. To finish your DC rapid charge, you will need to hit stop on the DC charger unit first before you can unplug the connector. You are now set to go and you should have everything in your toolkit to drive your electric car.